The day Summer went missing was lush and green, not the scene of Chris M's video, but in fact it was so lush and green you could barely see down the driveway. But think about that. You couldn't see down, so you couldn't see up either. So how could Jody Sue, or an abductor, see up there? It's a long way to the back of the house, and a vehicle would have been heard or seen from Grandis's trailer. It was thick and green as they searched everywhere. They even used a grid search with ground-penetrating radar, but no Summer and no trace. I have never felt that Summer has passed, ever. With other cases, I knew from day one when they said they were missing. Casey Anthony case and the Quentin Simon case. I just knew, but not with Summer. Her parents in no way act like the parents of an abducted child. Inconsistency and improbability. There are some things that are just consistent in every child abduction. The pleas, the anger, the desperation. But where was it in Dawn and Candace? Non-existent. CPS was coming, and they knew that it was trouble. This is all just my thoughts and my opinion. But they were very into social media, and I think they saw missing people like Gabby as something for sympathy, notoriety, and a diversion. I do not believe that they anticipated how much it would blow up and how many people would become involved, or the money and the donations. They were on TV, they were traveling, and it became a rush. But it quickly became too late for Summer to be miraculously found, which I think was their plan. But now they will face fraud charges. I do not think they anticipated that the boys would be taken. In their minds, they didn't do anything wrong with the boys. Yeah, the boys. But Summer, I think something occurred. The grandmother, Grandis. We hardly heard anything from her. If your grandchild goes missing, surely you'd be vocal. But she hardly said anything. So I spoke to Andrew, the husband of Rose Bly. He told me that Rose and Candace had nothing to do with each other, since Rose had turned her into CPS for her first set of children. Andy and Candace were removed from Candace's care. Don and Candace were in Arkansas when Rose Bly went missing. Andrew does not believe they had anything to do with her missing. They didn't even communicate, and he said that he had never met Don. But the most chilling thing that he told me was that Grandma stopped seeing Rose's children on her own. Rose had 2 daughters, and Andrew wanted them to spend time with their grandmother, but she just didn't. Wouldn't losing their mother make her cherish them even more? I don't understand that. And the disconnected feelings of this family are odd and troubling. Charles Lindbergh III is still considered the most notable kidnapping in the United States, and some things do not change. The pain, pleas, and desperation of his parents in 1932 compare and mirror remarkably to the parents of Monkey Vaughn, and it is totally inconsistent with the behavior of the Wells. but there is hope. Melissa Highsmith. She was abducted by her babysitter at 22 months old from Fort Worth, Texas. She was missing for 51 years. She lived a half an hour away. A tip and DNA from 23andMe brought her home to her parents. Her parents never gave up hope, even after 51 years. Bonnie Lohman, age 7, was kidnapped by her non-custodial mother. She saw her own photo on a milk carton. She cut it out to save and left it at a friend's house. Her friend's parents called the police, and she was reunited with her father. Recently, Talon Berry, a 4-year-old kidnapped by his non-custodial father from Montana in October, was found and reunited with his mother. One of the most famous cases was J.C. Dugard. She was an 11-year-old who was walking home from school, and she was abducted in June of 1991 by a couple who were strangers to her. She was missing for 18 years. She is now an author. She wrote The Stolen Life. Paisley Schultes was a 6-year-old, missing for 2 years. She was abducted by her non-custodial parents. She was found hidden in a box under the stairs. These are just a few cases where, after years or months, hope was not lost and these children were found. There is hope for summer.